Joe, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. It's only been only been a couple of weeks since we last spoke. So coming towards the end of camp, how did it all kind of go in the end for the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's been good. So I've been doing some great sparring. It's good to get Alan the Babic Savage to, to like put me through a tough test, and especially getting some of that inside work going. So um, yeah, it's been good.
Just open up a bit more on that sparring with Alan, if you don't mind, Joe. What was it like? How did you find sparring somebody like Alan, who, as we see him in the ring, is aggressive. He's come forwards and he'll throw whatever he can from whatever angle.
Yeah, it's good to have someone live that's throwing like bent arm shots and getting me used to how Takam will probably like try and wing them in and over the top, and yeah, so it's some rusty tussle.
Talking on Takam there, how many similarities did you see between kind of Alan's approach and what you'll expect from Carlos come Saturday?
I know that Takam will be throwing them, winging them shots in, probably not with the intensity as Babic, but it might be like a bit less and a bit more dirty with a bit more power, and maybe not as fast. So, but it's a good preparation. We also had other sparring partners as well to like kind of help out as well. So I've got to deal with a variety of like similar styles as attacking.
Joe, I spoke to John Fury last week, and John's got this kind of a weird way of predicting how fights will go, and he's got a feeling you'll stop Carlos down the stretch. Do you feel that's the way you can see the fight going, or are you going to let John down?
Nah, I can't let John down, man. I think, yeah, no, he's a great guy, and he says it how it is, which is which I admire. And he's like most of what he says is pretty much what happens. So, did he predict a round? Maybe.
No, he just said that he sees it going past six, but he sees you stopping him down the stretch. So,
Yeah, I think that's an accurate estimate.
Joe, obviously you're on the fringes now of that first world title shot. Given what's at stake, how do you feel heading into this fight in comparison to, your past bouts where the world title scene wasn't being spoken about?
I think it's great, like that. My name is now being mentioned with these top guys, so I must be doing something right. And it's about a matter of time before I'm in there with one of them, so better be prepared.
In your opinion, Joe, which route do you think is most likely for you to get that crack at a world title?
Well, still mandatory for the WBO, so that's a good route there. I'm ranked in the WBC, and I don't know, it's possibly WBA as well. So depends what happens with these big mega fights.
I mean, you've actually got ring experience with AJ Fury, who holds the titles, and Usyk, who by all accounts will be facing AJ next. If it was down to you, Joe, when that opportunity arises, which current champion or potential champion in Usyk would you actually like to share a ring with at your first crack at a world title?
Uh, I don't know. I mean, like whoever's there, like, and whatever opportunity is there, I'll grab it with both hands. But yeah, I mean, they're all hard work, whichever way you look at it. So you have to prepare accordingly for they've all got different styles.
Joe, just something else I want to touch on before I pass over to the others is kind of your artwork. Talk to me about that, and you know what kind of enjoyment it brings you. Do you find it just a release from boxing or a release from everyday life, particularly throughout this past 18 months with the pandemic?
Yeah, it's something I enjoyed doing. Like I went to uni because I was like, and I was trying to pick which subject to pick, and I was thinking I'll go to sports route, like sports science and stuff like that. I was like, nah, I'll do. I enjoy art, and like I wanted the experience as well, so it's something I enjoyed, and I think the thing is when you enjoy something, you do well at it. So I enjoy boxing as well. I've done well at it, so that's how I look at it.
Obviously, we've seen you, Paul, kind of boxing the night together with the painting of your victory against Daniel Dubois. Is that something we can expect moving forwards? Maybe if not for Takam, and when you do get a crack at a world title, and if you was to be successful?
Yeah, I'd like to make a new portfolio of pieces, mate, and hopefully sell them and stuff. So I've got plenty of canvases lying around now that I bought. So I just need to get cracking when I've got some time off.
Well, Joe, I'm sure Sam will be able to sell them for you. All right, Joe, I'm going to pass you over. Thank you for your time, mate.
Cheers, Andy. Steve, do you want to jump in next, mate?
Hi, Joe. It's Steve from Boxing UK.
All right.
Hi, Joe. Joe, what's it actually going to mean to you just to actually get back in the ring?
Yeah, it'd be good. It's been a while since November, so I've been doing like plenty of training, leading up, ticking over and stuff. So it's great to have a date, because I think when you're a boxer, you want to have that date. When am I boxing? When am I boxing? Why am I boxing? Like, why am I training? Like, when you got a date and you know what you're going to do, and you know how much, the time frame, like you've got to get prepared to there. So yeah, it's great that I've got to get back in the ring and with the crowd.
Yeah, so it's been 2 years since you've had the fans there, Joe. Will that mean a lot to you?
Yeah, it'll be amazing. It'll be a bit like weird, because it's been such a long time since I've been out there with the crowd and stuff. But yeah, won't let that distract me.
I have to ask, have you got anything special lined up for the fans, Joe? Because I think they would have loved the shorts in the last fight.
Yeah, I think they like my shorts. So you just have to wait and see what shorts I'm going to wear this time.
Good man, Joe. Just on the Dubois fight, what did it mean to you for the victory? Not just for yourself, but do you think that won a lot of people over in regards to you as a serious heavyweight contender? Yeah,
I noticed that people were giving me a lot more respect, and they're kind of getting behind me a lot more now. And I've got more support from Frank Warren and BT as well. So it's all looking up.
And obviously, momentum's a big thing for you, Joe. Obviously, you're going to be looking to make a statement this weekend, but is it important to you to do better than AJ and Chisora? Is that in your mind at all? Because that's the obvious comparisons people will make.
Yeah, and I think that will definitely it'd be good if I put a statement out there and do something that they couldn't do, or like a lot better or a lot sooner. So then I'm like, yeah, I'm here. So yeah, to make a statement.
And is that something you've trained for, Joe, or is it if it happens, it happens?
I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself, but like once I get in the ring and like I start letting my shots go and like so I see openings, then I'll take the opportunity to put full force in and punch him in the face. Yeah.
Good man. Just on a wider picture, Joe, the heavyweight scene at the moment. We've got Fury Wilder 3 now in October. AJ Usyk, to the best of my knowledge, still isn't definite. Can I ask a double question on that? A, how do you see those two fights going? And the results of those, how do you think that makes where you fit in the heavyweight picture?
So AJ Usyk, I think is that happening first? I can't remember. Yeah, I think that's going to be a tricky fight for both of them. But I think Joshua. I mean, Usyk's going to try and dance around like Nick, like kind of steal the fight and stay away from. But actually, he might try and go for it a bit. I don't know. We'll see. And Joshua's obviously got the punch power and speed, and like he's like a bigger man. He's like what these what the top heavyweights are now, and obviously he's led the way. And so, I think he will end up like landing one sooner or later. I can't see it going to points, to be honest. But yeah, it's a risky fight for both of them. And I think Usyk preferred fighting Joshua than he did fighting me. Probably for the money.
Well, that was the reason I'm asking, Joe. Is there an outcome of those two fights that you would prefer that would probably open up your shot at the title?
Well, out of Joshua Usyk.
Yeah. Or either fight, which route do you think would be better for you?
Yeah, Wilder Fury, whenever that takes place again. Have they got a new date for that?
October the 9th, I think it is.
All right, yeah. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, either of them. Like, I quite like the Joshua in Nigeria. That'd be different. That'd be cool.
Good man. Joe, two very quick ones before I pass you over. Have you had any spies in the Takam camp?
Oh, molly. Maybe not.
Right, I'll not push any further. And just a prediction, Joe, if I had a tenner, where should I stick it?
Stick it on Joyce for, I don't know, around 6 or 7.
6 or 7. I'll do that, Joe. I'll buy you a pint if it comes off, mate.
All right.
Lovely. Thank you very much for your time, Joe. Take care.
Take care.
Right, Joe, we've got one more. We've got Pro B's, but he is in a hotel, so we're not entirely sure how reliable his connection's going to be. So, Pro B's.
Jumpy.
Wow, it's very dodgy. Hey, Joe, how you doing? You all right?
Yeah, good. All right?
Joe.
Yeah.
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, loving your office.
Yeah,
so look,
yeah. / gaming room. Yeah.
Look, you've been waiting for a long time to get some potential revenge against Usyk. I mean, just how frustrating was it not to get that fight in the end?
Yeah, it was frustrating, but it's something that I'd expect. I didn't expect it, to be honest. Like, I didn't even know there was that stuff going on with Wilder. I thought that was it.
Arbitration. Yeah.
So yeah, it threw a spanner in the works, but something I had to live with and move on from, like I did in the Olympics as well. And now I've got an exciting fight with Takam, so I've got a goal, and from beating Takam, then I can start looking at. I'm just edging my way closer, just tactically. Obviously, Dubai was a great win. It really put me up there in and made me more credible, from what do you call it, a prospect to someone who's actually going to do something, to do some damage.
100%. Listen, you came into the pro game and you kind of haven't wasted any time. I mean, you've had some tough fights, and you've got another tough one in Takam. Was there any need to take this fight? Because Takam has proved a handful for all of the fighters, the elite fighters he's faced.
Yeah, he's a tough fighter, and I'm not underestimating it's going to be a hard night's work. And I guess there's other names mentioned, and I just thought Takam would be a good one. He's like a gatekeeper, and it's from beating him, then it cements me as a credible fighter. And see, I could have had an easier fight, but nothing as excited as this one.
Yeah, you think that's in some ways kind of just helped in your career? I mean, you've only had 13 fights and you've been with some tough guys. Fighting those tough guys, has that kind of pushed you on a lot further than most that have had 20 padded fights?
Yeah, because it's a steep learning curve, and I started off in the deep end, and I can swim very well, so
we've seen that.
I've been doing all right. It's a challenge that I've made for myself, and it hasn't been easy. I've strategically had these fights, and obviously I've gone on a steep trajectory, and beating Takam will be even. I'll be right there.
Some would say that maybe it was handpicked because he's 40 years old now. And well, some would say he's past his prime. Is that something that you considered when that fight was sort of brought to your attention?
Nah, not really, because he's always kept himself in good nick. I've seen him lifting big boy weights in the gym and that, and he's always ready and a hard fighter. So, and like I mean, I'm like 5 years younger, but it's like not that much different in age. Like, so he's definitely going to be still dangerous. And I mean, what, throw some other names at me like that are younger, that are at that kind of level and that's been in with all these fighters. So it's quite hard. Like,
I mean, look, the prospect of you against the likes of like Dillian White, Andrew Reese Jr. I mean, are these like realistic fights if you get past Takam? Because the belts, they're going to be on hold for a little while, and there might be a bit of waiting. And I know you like to keep active.
Yeah. So yeah, some great fights out there. Yeah, so just, and especially beating Takam, then it'll kind of gauge what the kind of level I'm at, and I'm ready for any of these guys.
I spoke to Takam over the weekend, and he said that if you were to fight Daniel Dubois once more, the outcome would be a lot different. It'd be a different fight. Yeah,
maybe, because he might have learned to move his head and not get nailed by the jab every time. But yeah, but he'll also be that thing that I've beat him once and I'll beat him again, like that psychology. But I mean, we'll see how it goes.
100%. And lastly, look, you sparred with, the likes of AJ, Andi, Joshua. From the sparring that you've had with him, I mean, what do you kind of take from that in terms of fighting the absolute elite best in a division?
Yeah, me and Joshua have some tough spars over the years, and like, yeah, he's very powerful, but very damaging punches and that, and his defense is good when he keeps it up, and yeah, he's done plenty of rounds, so it'd be good to do it at the big stage maybe one day.
Yeah. Lastly, Sam Jones has always maintained, he says, look, Joe Joyce, he beats Joshua. I'm telling you that. He told me that like a year ago, and I think he still maintains the same opinion that you beat Joshua if you meet one day.
Yeah, I mean, I believe I have the abilities to beat him. So I'll just see how it goes and see if I get that opportunity, and then I'll take it with both hands.